One of the first things you should consider when modernizing your application workloads is moving to a modern identity solution instead of using outdated and insecure authentication methods. Microsoft Entra provides several ways of representing application workloads as distinct identities. An application identity is a global definition or template that represents what tokens can be issued for an app and what permissions the app might have to other entities, such as databases and storage. Think of it as a blueprint for the app's identity that can be used across many tenants. When an application is used with a specific Entra tenant, like your organization's directory, a service principal is created for it. The service principal is the local instance of the app's identity in that tenant, and it defines what the app can do in that environment. For example, if an app needs access to certain resources or to be assigned roles, that's configured on its service principal in your tenant. It's essentially the actor that actually logs in and gets permissions in the tenancy. A managed identity is a special type of service principal that Azure manages for you. Instead of a developer creating an app registration that handles client secrets or certificates, a managed identity is created by Azure for an Azure service like a virtual machine, an app service, or a logic app. With managed identities, you don't have to deal with passwords or keys, as Azure rotates credentials and ensures the identity can be used to authenticate to Entra protected resources securely. This is extremely useful for cloud workloads. For example, a virtual machine can have a managed identity, and that identity can be granted access to a key vault or database, eliminating the need to store credentials on the virtual machine. As you modernize, instead of embedding connection strings or keys, you would use a managed identity for your app to call other Azure services. Instead of storing secrets like database passwords, API keys, and certificates within application code or config files, modern practices use Azure Key Vault to centrally and securely store these secrets. This reduces the chance of accidental leakage because secrets are not scattered across virtual machines or code. With Key Vault, you can control access via Entra roles and permissions. Only authorized identities can retrieve specific secrets. Azure provides detailed logs of who accessed which secret and when. As part of modernization, setting up alerts for unusual Key Vault access, such as a spike in failed attempts or access outside of normal patterns, can also catch potential breaches in security early. This session is part of a broader Migrate and Modernize virtual training day that is available from Microsoft. Hope you found it informative, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.